Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me.
It's just one of those things, you either love them or hate them, and I love them.
We're loading up our Woody with their boards inside.
Totally like pointless, and they're totally frivolous from the standpoint. They're a wooden car, they have lots of maintenance issues, you got to look after them properly, but they're incredibly beautiful.
This Woody is certainly a beauty to stop and stare at. Rich bought this 1937 Pontiac all because of its front fenders.
A weird reason to buy a car, but I like the fenders. I didn't like the body very much on the car. I just had a vision. I knew what I wanted to build. I was just looking for a likely candidate to build one out of.
So the car was built around the fenders. Everything else was hand fabricated by Rich and his friends. The car is mostly modeled in a Ford style, but the inside design stayed true to the Pontiac brand. The door handles and locks are shaped as a Native American, which was Pontiac's logo until 1956.
If an average person were to take this on, it would probably take them 10 years to build that car.
But for Rich, it only took about 2 years and 6,000 hours of labor to finish this car. Now that's dedication.
I thought it would be a neat idea to build a 30s car predicated on Ford's styling cues of the 49 Woody. And that's where I went with it, basically. It was just a total design concept. And I had a little 49 Ford dinky toy, a little matchbox, and I'm kind of looking at it like this. And, that'll work. And you kind of just go with it. I design and build that way. I don't go with drawings. It all comes out of my head. If it didn't look right, you redid it, basically. Simple as that.
The Woody was first created in the early 1920s as a delivery vehicle. Back then, manufacturers couldn't build a big enough steel body stamp, but they could out of wood. So began the joining of wood and steel.
They put 2 rows of seats in them, and you could pick up people, take them back to the hotel or whatever, and they kind of morphed into more station wagons, and originally they were called a depot hack. And they literally were just a utilitarian work vehicle.
The Woody quickly became a high-end car and was used as taxis and in the military's ambulances, and surfers began using them to haul their boards. At one point, almost every manufacturer in Canada was building a Woody, but in the 50s, their popularity started to decline.
Yeah, well, the cars were high maintenance. They required a lot of, tender loving care. Varnishing, they had to be stored dry. If they're not looked after, the cars will essentially fall apart if you don't look after them. And so people couldn't be bothered, and they became kind of old, rotten cars, I guess. Is the best way of looking at it.
This car, though, will continue to receive tender loving care from Rich. In Coombs, I'm Rae-Anne the Plant.